Oh shoot! Dang this thing. So here is the finished Manor von Baron, and let me tell you, this thing is absolutely amazing to build. This set, as you can see, is 26.5 inches tall from top to bottom, or 68 centimeters total, so it is a very tall set. It's part of the Fairground collection. It's the Haunted House. Set number is 10273, and then the total amount of pieces is 3,231 pieces. So it's an 18 plus set that kind of Lego has been gravitating to for some of the more complex builds, but very detailed, which is nice. This basically retailed for about $249.99 here in the US. It was released obviously in 2020 this year. So really awesome set, a lot of detail. So let's jump in and take a closer look at the set itself. The first thing I would note on the set is you saw the way the set was closed, and that is the standard way to display the haunted house. However, you also have kind of this open method of displaying the set where you can see all the interior detail, which is very nice. The other way it can be displayed is from the back side. Now this doesn't look quite as interesting as maybe displaying the interior of the actual haunted house itself, but again, still a different way to actually display the house. So we'll start taking a look at this from bottom to top. So this is the actual entrance into the haunted house. I really liked this little chandelier above the door, kind of swings. I thought that was a cool feature. The back of the door does not look good at all. They probably could have dressed that up a little bit more, but it is what it is. Over to the left here, we've got a little fireplace. It's double-sided right now because the set's open, but when you close that, it comes together into one fireplace. Over here, we can see the park employee behind the counter there. He is ready to take your ticket or sell you a ticket when you enter the haunted house. And then right above him, you've got what we call the Idol of Everest. Now, you're gonna see the adventure theme, the expedition theme throughout this entire build. This is obviously Baron von Baron's mansion, so they're gonna sprinkle that throughout the entire build, and you'll see more of that here. To the left of that, we have kind of the main attraction, what I would call the Tower of Terror. And you can see a couple minifigures in the actual ride car there. But again, this is going to be, you know, pretty large tower that they will take you up, open the doors, and then drop you down 26.5 inches. So we will take a look at that function a little bit later in the video. Over here we've got an obelisk, and that actually reads from bottom to top, reads Lego. But from top to bottom, it actually reads Ogle, which is a reference to Ogle from the Alpha team. And then over here, we've got up top there by the windows, we've got a couple of Anubis heads. And then over here, we've got the organ of Caterino. Now that is a really awesome design. You can see the park employee kind of playing the organ there. It's got a total of 13 pipes, so if you're superstitious, there you go. The set as a whole does not have any stickers. Everything is printed, which is really nice. So all of the actual organ tiles there for the keys are all printed. And then you can see you've got the little step pieces down here. And then, yeah, just as a whole, a really beautiful organ that was designed. And then you can actually see a couple tools here again sprinkled in for the expedition side of things. So up on this top level, the first thing I would show you is this canvas up here with Baron von Baron. Now that is a printed tile. Right behind that is actually another printed tile, and then there's a light brick. So I'll show you this, but on the back, if you press the button, the light brick will actually shine through, and you can actually get this image of the mummy shining through to the main canvas, which is really cool. So that's the first feature up top on this upper level. Right over here, we have what's called the resonator, and then right behind the resonator, we have a small detonator so that if things get out of hand, Baron von Baron can blow up any of these artifacts that might get out of hand. Over in the center, we've got the Sphinx head, and that was a really nice build. I like the colors. And then in the attic to the right of the Sphinx head, you've got a little bit of a spider web up top there. But then down here we have what's called the Orb of Ogle, and again that's from the Alpha team. Over here, the name of this item is called the Golden Dingus, which is odd. I'm not sure where that came from, but that is the Golden Dingus. And then in this box here, we have a reference to Junkbot. There's actually a pair of trousers and then just a little top piece that goes on the trousers there in the box. And then again over here, we've got a couple items. So this is what's called the Forbidden Skeleton. So we've got him hanging down from the rafters there. Right behind that, we've got what's called the Altar of Alhazred, which is basically just somewhat of a lamp that Baron von Baron used. And then you can see kind of a small little snake right underneath the table there. So again, a lot of the adventure expedition style stuff. One other thing I'll note right up here in the corner, you can actually see this is actually a camera. I'm not sure exactly what this is for. I don't know if this is for security or what was put in for it. It's facing up. I'm not sure what it's supposed to take a picture of because it is facing up, but just something to note on the top level. On the outside here, a couple different things to point out. So we've got a pumpkin here in a little fenced in area around the front of the haunted house. Gravestone here with another reference, a printed tile to Tiago Caterino, and then a bat here on the side. This is the entrance, a couple lamps on either side of the entrance. Wheelchair accessible, and then there's the doors. So there's actually a little knob over here that when you turn, that'll actually open up the doors. They look a little bit better on the outside than they did on the inside, but that's kind of unique as far as how you actually open up the doors into the haunted mansion there. So yeah, that's the outside. So as far as the ride itself, there's a couple ways you can do this. So this is the manual crank to make everything actually move. The other way to do it is, as far as the Lego manual, is to use the powered up app and some of the motorized components 88009 and 88008 to make this whole thing move. We're just going to use a basic Lego power function here. Got a battery, and we're going to plug it into the side here and turn it on, and that'll actually make things move as well. So let's give this thing a try. Well, that is it, guys. That is the Fairground Collection Haunted House. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let us know what you thought of the set in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time. Later.